So today we're making a miniature holiday banner for our miniature slug set. So we're needing to make one for 4th of July and Easter. So my plan is to just make one and have the colors be reversible so we can like flip it around for each holiday. I am using this $5 set of watercolor paint I got at like Target during their back to school sale last year. It's not the best, but I think it's gonna work pretty well. Okay, so here are the colors. So I'm gonna do for 4th of July, I'm gonna do like red and blue. And then I'm thinking for Easter, we want more pastel-y colors. So I'll probably do like the purple, some pink, maybe some orange, we'll see. And I'm gonna see how bright the red comes out because we might end up using the red for that. I'm trying to do like a circular pattern. So on the flags of the banner, you can actually like hopefully see the pattern. I feel like yellow is very, very like muted, so I don't know if we're gonna be able to see the pattern on this at all. I can barely even see the pattern like on the paper, so I highly doubt it. Now we have green. And last but not least, we have blue. So I think I'm gonna go for this lighter blue. Overall, I think this is turning out really well. I mean, just purely the watercolors are turning out really well. We'll see when we cut it out and try to like make it into an actual banner, how well it looks then. Okay, our colors are done. I definitely gotta let them dry a bit, but I think they turned out really nicely. So what I'm thinking for the banner is I'm going to cut them like into triangles, so like the little triangle banner, and then we can glue like the fronts and the backs of the different colors that we're gonna use for the different holidays. So red and blue are gonna go for 4th of July, obviously, and then all these middle colors we're gonna use for Easter. I probably made more colors than I needed to, but if it turns out well, then we'll have extras that we can use for different things too. Okay, I'm just gonna set this to the side to dry, and while we're waiting for that to dry, I am going to make a little like model for our flag and then use this like cardboard to cut out the colors. So it's a really simple, just little triangle. I wanted to make it little enough where like we could have a bunch of them on this banner. So there is our tiny little flag. So now that this is dry, I'm actually gonna use scissors to cut out each of these colors. Okay, so now that all these are cut out, I'm gonna flip it over and trace the little flag. So when we cut the flag out, they're gonna be fully covered in the color. So now that I have all the little flags cut out, I don't know if I wanna do it be reversible because it's gonna be really hard to like glue them together with the string. And even though I use a stencil, not all of them are matching up completely. So I think I'm gonna end up just doing 2 different banners, which will kind of be better. So I have this yarn that I was using back when I was into crochet. So we're just gonna use this, if I can get some out. I have to see if it's big enough to go across the lamps, and then I might end up unwinding it and just using one of these 4 that are kind of like wound together. And made one, now we just need to make the other. I'm going to use one of these little scrap paper to lay things down on to make sure I'm not gluing it onto my mat. And then we got some Mod Podge. And I'm going to use a little like toothpick for the glue for precision. I'm very happy I cut out more than what I thought I was going to need. The 4th of July one is done. Now we just need to let it dry. I'm gonna set it aside so we can do the Easter one. Okay, so they are both done. The Easter one is just like not proportional enough where we're missing the last yellow, but I think that's gonna be fine. And then here's this one. We just gotta wait for them to dry a little bit more and then we can hang them up and see what they look like. This was a lot harder than what I thought it was going to be. Actually, no, stenciling was a lot harder than what I thought it was gonna be. In the future, I think I'm going to buy a hole punch and just hole punch the shapes out. I think that would be a lot easier. But I was debating when I started this project of what I wanted to do. If I wanted to do like just buy a bunch of stuff or try to make it. And I am like having so much fun trying to make this stuff that I think that's more the route I want to go. We're gonna see though, because we gotta start the house soon, and I don't know how much I'm gonna be like making stuff when I'm having to glue all the pieces of the miniature house together. But for right now, I am thoroughly enjoying making things.